feeling confused, didn't know if it was love in my heart. Called you my bubbly bear, you have such great hugs of love. Didn't make much sense, but I think I got it right. Oh, what a feeling I've got inside. Oh, oh, what a feeling I've got inside. Love and life in Angeles City, love and life in the Philippine life. Day after day, something growing in your mind. We met on the moon, you were dancing in the dark from the start. Could it be the feeling of love?
A lot of people
Could
don't go
it be
back
the
and watch
feeling of
it.
love? Could it be the feeling of love? Could it be the feeling of love?
Hey, George, feeling pretty confident there, huh? What you got going on? Your popcorn? Uh-huh. Told you, bitches. Told you. We're about ready to set this off right here in a little bit. And the reason we're saying that is everything I've been saying for a few days, and George said today and came in as a Filipino, has been going on. It was just a matter of time. Okay. The dude was just arrested, what, 72 hours ago? Pro life traveler, YouTuber, Estonian, Siim. Okay. So we told you it's been in the presidential office. There is good job to the vlogger Melon that's been putting his stuff out on Facebook. He's been forwarding the stuff to immigration along with a bunch of Filipinos and other vloggers. And he's on his way out. For those that said that pro life is not on his way out, oh, he's on his way out, but not before every major newspaper got a hold of him. So, less than 2 hours ago, they had put out a statement that they want every vlogger and foreigner, but they're addressing vloggers. Who is next? Okay, again, I know this is being posed as a situation right now, but heed warning. Heed warning on everything. So you said that, didn't you?
Mhm.
You told him that, didn't you? Look at you over there all cheesy and stuff.
Well, and also there's also misinformation that he's already gone.
Right, and that he's back home with his wife. And here's going to be a little bit more misinformation. It's going to be very hard for her to get out of the country.
She's not.
Right?
going anywhere.
It's George has family that's applied several times, and they're up there as far as
They don't let anybody just up and leave. No.
Right. So it takes time, money, proving that she's got income coming in and everything before they'll even issue her a visa. Okay. So let me go through and read the article, and we're going to show you some. Well, let's do this. Let's bring this up right now. Why I read this. All right. The Bureau of Immigration has arrested and moved on to deport Estonian vlogger, declaring that the Philippines will no longer tolerate foreign content creators who are harassing locals, provoking public outrage, and turn Filipino communities into their own damn viral spectacle. Huh. Imagine that, what we've actually been saying for a couple days. Oh no, look at his content. He's a family man. This guy
This is official from the Bureau of Immigration, by
from the
way.
president's office. So here's the deal. We said that earlier. This is an aha moment, and actually I'm proud of it, because the situation at hand is, oh, it's just because of his immigration status. Yeah, that's the technicality. And what is it that was mentioned? Who was there at the arrest? Anti-terrorist SWAT team.
Yeah, it was
went
the
in.
SWAT. I thought when I first saw the video, I was like, what's SWAT doing there? No, really,
That's
that's the
not
SWAT
normal.
team.
Yeah.
No,
So there's more there, but he will be blacklisted. Let me read the rest of this. Joe Vieto said cases echoes the infamous deported Russian vlogger Vitelli. So they're comparing him to him. And isn't that funny how he's on his way out being deported? The arrest is in line and with the president, Bong Bong Marcos. The directive is to ensure that foreign nationals like him who failed to follow the Philippine law will face appropriate sanctions. This is another Vitelli case. They have now put him up there with Vitelli. Told you guys, may not be as bad, but you can't deflect and say, oh, it's another foreigner being picked on. And look at the other sexual predators out there that are recording and this, and that. No, guys, not the same. Evidently, they've been watching this dude for a while.
and again, for those of you who watch our live earlier, as I said earlier, the gentleman talking earlier was his lawyer,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a PR job on his part. And
Yep.
again, according to that gentleman, he says that he's being deported because he let his immigration lapse,
Yeah,
which is
that's
incorrect. He was
nope.
pronounced persona non grata before immigration
It was
picked him up.
Yeah, it was just a matter of time before the full
And
thing came out.
his immigration status was never brought up during the persona non grata hearing.
And it's a basic technicality, but he's to be blacklisted. He will not get back in this country. So, a foreign vlogger, and this is what Vieto said, a foreign vlogger that comes here disrespects Filipino. They violate our laws. They think they can hide behind their camera and their social media following. That's even if it's real. That ends here and ends now, he stressed firmly. Vieto also authorizes the acted after local officials and Negros Oriental has declared him as a vlogger persona non grata, citing complaints of harassment, unauthorized filming, offensive remarks, and online content that demean. Sorry, I was going to say demand demean Filipinos. And we're not talking about a little bit. Don't say, oh, the monkey thing. You all discounted that. This is mostly for the naysayers. Most of you all have been on board that this guy is out there. Who is next? All these other guys. They are now watching. So for those that were making a ton of money that have been doing this and it's a repeat and a lot of them are here permanently, yeah, you can forget about that. They're going to be watching everybody like a hawk. I'll tell you that right now. We're not talking about like a little where we said one vlogger was panning their camera out or we was asked about another or so and so said that. No, it's exactly the stuff that he's doing. Cameras up in the face, the slum vlogging. Oh, look at this trashy place and look how dirty that Filipino is. That's the stuff that's going to start going down. So, the Estonian vlogger has been identified as Siim Roosipuu, 34. Wow. Was arrested by BI, intelligence operative, and the anti-terrorist group SWAT, January 15th, in coordination with the PNP in Dumaguete and the barangay of, is it Cantatil? Or how do you say?
Until, yeah.
Okay. Rasputo was running a YouTube channel called Pro Life Vlogger. And it has hit all the proper papers too. Oh, it can't be. It doesn't hit. It's just a local Dumaguete thing. Okay. Well, here it is. Here it is. Okay. So he is to be deported and blacklisted.
Blacklisted, yeah.
That's it. So, and again, that means he's ruined his entire life over all the stuff that he did. And no, his going online and dating a bunch of Filipinos and lying to him and all that is just a side piece situation. But all of this behavior to make a couple thousand a month, he could have done better. Like literally, he did fine in the beginning. A little creepy how they sat on a mattress talking, but he could have done anything, but he wouldn't have got his numbers. He wouldn't have got those numbers in the payment, and he turned into smut, voyeurism, and all that other shit that he was vlogging and got caught, dudes.
Now, the what's going to happen is Sorry. Are you done with this?
Well, there is, because we're going to be talking about Vitelli, because there's an update. Okay, so I'm going to take that back here in a minute. All right, go ahead.
Well, no. All I was gonna say is, unfortunately, I say unfortunately. Now, it's some people will be gonna be, of course, pro or against as far as the wife is concerned.
Mm,
A lot of Filipinos are upset. They feel that she should be punished too as well. Of course, some of you will say, "Well, she has nothing to do." Well, regardless of your which side you're taking, guys have to remember. In the end, she is. I mean, I don't know the guy personally, but from his profile, he's gonna leave her. Why? One, he's
personality.
already, yeah, the personality profile, correct? Because one, he's already been cheating on her,
Yeah.
or let's say she's not. Let's say he's not cheating on her, meaning that he's in as some of you guys call open relation. I put air quotes on that because the other girls don't know. But point is that she knows. I get that point, that what you guys are saying. But what I'm saying is the fact that he has no problem going with another woman, which means the loyalty level is really low.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
for a Filipina to leave the country and go even with a husband, first off, the husband has to pay. It's not free. He has to pay for her visa. He has to pay for the processing fees.
And
Yes.
with him being blacklisted, that's going to come up as she goes to leave.
Hmm.
It's a black mark,
No,
so
there's a lot of thing going against her.
you got to
It's not
prove
personal.
years of
Yeah,
income,
what I'm saying is
and they started out
it's
with
not
no money,
personal,
so
but
she doesn't have
she
any
has
history.
her work cut out for her, even if he wants to take her. That's what I'm saying. The work for immigration is cut out for them already.
Yeah.
And also keep in mind, a personal profile wise, he's the cut and loose kind of guy. He's not gonna go through the hoops for anybody because, and some of you's like, well, what makes you say that? Well, you know why? Because the content itself speak for itself. What I'm saying is, it's a scorched earth mentality. The vlogging says again, you guys don't have to be pro or anti. If you don't see the scorched earth vlogging type he's doing,
Yeah.
then again, I'm
Along with a bunch of others, because others can
right.
still go down because
Point is that
yeah.
that personality profile is not going to go through hoops. The person who would go through hoops for somebody is one that's meticulous about their content, watches everything, crosses their T's, that's their I's. This is not the type of personality he is, period.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he won't be in this problem. Regardless of your pro or against, point is, a person that will go through hoops is somebody who watches everything he
Right.
posts.
He was reckless in
Correct.
everything. Car accidents, the way he threw it, just everything, guys. We told you the last couple days it just wasn't one thing he was doing, it was multi things. And we had mentioned earlier and before, oh, well, Heidi, haven't you said stuff? Hasn't Sunshine said stuff? What about that black man in the Philippines? He called his wife a monkey and her family monkeys. Guys, I don't think that's quite what they're going after. It's the whole damn package, like Vitelli and him, and the ones that are outright, such as Burr Skeet Boy. He outright was
Big
dogging people.
brr.
Big Burr.
Big
Remember that
brr.
shit? He went out and vlogged live and showed his drug dealer. He literally brought his drug dealer talking about we were getting 15 and 16 and 17-year-olds calling him bitches and hoes and stuff on camera. He called people bitches and hoes at the 7-Eleven. Yeah, this vlogging is eventually going to be totally nipped in the bud, guys. And speaking of which, I have to ask you on the side without a mute. You verified that was a new post, correct? Or
It appears to be.
okay, so we're going to show you because he is being compared to Vitelli, and it's funny, they're about ready to release him. Remember, both gentlemen still need to clear immigration, the NBI. So both of them have not been released. They are in jail, and you have to get past that NBI, and there could be charges stacked against them before this even leaves.
Oh,
This now is just going to roll like this is just going to keep going from here. It really is. So let me bring up Mr. Vitelli that is to be released. We played his video. Look at this. Y'all thought it was over. Look at this. What do you call that? Besides him being narcissistic, but look at this crap. Y'all thought it was over. They tried to humble me. All they did was recharge this villain arc. I'm back, look more Russian, healthier, and sharper. And if you all think I learned my lesson, you don't know me. Next level loading. And I want to let you know this came out hours before they made their announcement through immigration. And although that's been going on anyways, but isn't it funny how it went dump, dump, dump? Not going to have this shit. You finally pissed off a Filipino like you guys do George or me. Well, I'm always pissed off, but when George gets hot, that's it.
Now the one that says they try to humble me, that's a direct um what's the word, counter to what the news sources said, that Philippine prison or bikutan, it's not a real prison, for it's a
He was
detention
somebody's
facility.
bitch, I'm sure.
He wasn't in Philippine prison. He was in a detention facility. There's a difference there, guys.
Hmm.
Um, they try to humble me. According to the Philippine news, that he was humbled there, and this is a direct response, essentially.
Hmm. So we're just going to play why he's in trouble. We have the second clip from the attorney. And we can replay for those that didn't see it. Again, remember, guys, there could be new people in the room today on this coverage. And it was really crazy listening to Pro Life Traveler talking about, oh, it was because of my English. No, I didn't know my English. I don't know if my wife's involved. And him sitting there like yammering and whining and making his apology about nothing because he deflected to just being an overstayer and he didn't know he was doing anything wrong. And the attorney's like, oh, yeah, he only knows 20 to 50% or 30% of English. And they blamed everything else except for manning up. Now he'll be blacklisted. Now he's there's several still saying he's not married. So, again, unsubstantiated. This is just a live stream of a conversation and an update. There is Melon Man or whatever his name is has a shitload of stuff. Now, I did mention there's a girl that was willing to come on and talk about the dating and his deception. And Melon Man, told you guys how you can't miss Philippine Antics. If you type in Philippine Antics on the internet, every one of our everything, email, every platform comes up, and we did not hear from the guy. So looks like we will not be having him on. But he has all the receipts. He's been holding them. He knows a bunch of stuff, and who knows what more that he knows. But his wife and kid, maybe he can send for his kid later, but I doubt she just lets her baby go and live with this dude. So I'm sure that will be the end of the relationship and everything. But let me play the clips that we have of Vitelli. We're going to go in and answer questions. You still enjoying your popcorn?
Yeah.
Um,
Eat crow.
George said, "Eat crow." He told you. He told you that. George came in one day, and I covered the other live streams. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna gloat because we told y'all, and a bunch of them on the side. You should have seen how many people were pro him not doing anything wrong, and they were so sure of themselves that he had already been released. And I get the trolls come in. We get that. We get they come in to heckle. They push the algorithm, and we are glad they're here because somebody
Well,
came in and said, "Oh, be nice to the trolls. They push you and make you more money." I'm like, oh, you don't think we don't know that after 5 years? But the whole thing is that we told you so. And here it is coming off the presidential's desk. And there's a lot more going on. We told you we're not new to this game. The rest might fuck around. The rest of them might sit there and talk about, oh, who's this and who's next and what if and might be. And we kind of do. But we already know that a bunch of them can. I mean, it's kind of like any of us as a foreigner can be thrown out for any reason at any time. So it's kind of where it is. What's wrong?
no, I'm just looking at.
Well, I don't know what those are to release. All right, so we're going to play this, guys. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe he put that. Yeah, so here's a context of the entire photo he put out. Yeah, that's a big difference. I'm more Russian than ever. Still pussy to me. Oh, and then they were bragging recently that he got.
Chitali gets arrested in the
Excuse me.
Philippines.
Madam, I'm gonna fucking rob you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. No, okay, okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal fuck. Go get your vaccine. I was trying to give you money, but all right. Trying to be nicer. You. No, yeah.
Okay, so real quick, that's what I was telling George. He called her a liberal fuck, and you've got a mask on. And I'm like, well, isn't it the ones that refused to wear one that were more liberal and out there and all that? So even then, he didn't know what he was talking about. So. Okay, liberals.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Yes. No. What are you gonna do? Hello. 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 Paparazzi, you are messing twice on a paparazzi. Papa.
Yeah. So there it is, guys. And this is going to continue to be a big discussion on the vloggers. Philippine Antics. Why do you guys cover other vloggers? Why do you talk shit about them? Why do you this? Why does anybody? I mean, come on. It's been posed over and over again about this whole situation because there's a lesson to be learned. And guys like these are just going to make it hard on every foreigner and vlogger that is here. And people are always going to do content. They're always going to do it. The Filipinos do it. We do it. The world does it. Like I said, it's a way of communicating. But they emphasized on him and these kids. Okay. When you're fully focused all the time on the things that he did with this camera, he's just now officially in some trouble, man. So it's kind of out there. Hey, Kay Dallas is in the house. What is going on? We'll play the clip of his attorney saying things. We also have his apology if you just want to bring up his. I mean, we may not play the full 5-minute clip again unless you guys want to. So if you want to see the full clip of the attorney talking, we have some where he did a separate side piece, but we may just play where he's just lying through his teeth. Oh, well, I didn't know that I'd offended people, and I'm so sorry that I this, and he just goes on and on and on, and it was so fake and ingenuine. It was just disingenuous, right? Is the word, not ingenuous, disingenuous, right?
Right. Now, the thing is, actually, this is a very important point. First off,
Yeah, I get that.
I'm talking about I'm talking about Vitaly because this is one of the ones that I did think first when I saw the post and whatever. Somebody just says, where is it? Hold on. Oh, Trucker says, and this is a valid point. Trucker says, oh, he's going to trash the Philippines. Now he's out of the country. Now I get that, and it's expected. I'm not saying deserving.
yeah.
I'm saying expected.
Oh yeah.
But you have to realize too that eventually he'll stop. The reason being is one, it doesn't matter what kind of vlogger you are, but if you're so hateful and all you do is trash talk a particular country, race, or culture, eventually nobody's gonna watch you. There will come a time like, you know what, this is old.
Right,
This is
when it's
really old.
continuous to the same thing.
So,
So you're all going to say that
eventually-
I'm hateful all the time.
eventually, yeah,
At least my hate is spread around
So
in truth.
right, so he's eventually, if he does go this route, he will stop. And again, because eventually he's basically gonna kill whoever his viewers are,
Right.
whatever's left of them. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. And again, the Philippines, honestly,
And I don't think much more of them will
they,
watch.
they just want to get rid of him because
I don't think. I mean, his whole shtick was his wife, these women going through the slums. What's he going to do in his country?
well, he's gonna come.
He's
up.
not going to
That's
do
what
the
I'm
same
saying.
thing.
That's what I'm saying. He's not. Well, he's gonna come up with something
Oh, like
else.
World Zoom.
But
Yeah, I mean, he came
that's
up and
another
did other
thing.
stuff, but
Remember
he's only getting a
that
quarter of the
same thing
views.
that his viewers, which again usually YouTube tends to cater to your geographical location.
I'm trying to get that video, guys.
So
That's why you
his
see a
Russians
small
are definitely
screen.
gonna watch him trash talk the Philippines because they don't give a shit. They don't care. Oh, the Philippines again? We don't care about the Philippines. Yeah, I'm talking about the Russians. They're not gonna want to watch that kind of content.
Okay, so 1 second here.
Thank you so much, Kate Alice. I appreciate you. I appreciate the support, man. Kate Alice.
Yeah, I don't think this one had the apology.
I don't want to offend
That's what I'm saying.
It's just
Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah, we had several clips of this. Yeah, the apology's coming.
if somebody was offended, I'm very sorry about this. I'm very sorry. I didn't do this intentionally. It's just maybe my understanding of the situation was wrong. But that never has been my intention. My
Exploring,
intention
huh?
always been in the
I bet.
Philippines, explore and connect with the locals because I love Filipinos. Yeah,
No,
they're the
it was
best.
outright
But sometimes
exploitation,
it just
period.
maybe it's coming
Everything.
out a
His
little bit wrong.
wife, the baby, everything was
No,
as a
you know
dollar
persona
sign
non
to them.
grata,
Yeah.
meaning you are not welcome here.
I'm sad. I'm very sad. Yeah, I'm very, very sad. Yeah, I'm very sad. Absolutely, I regret this. I regret this. If I will look this back, if I will look this back now, I'm embarrassed. But I cannot change what I've done and what I've said. But I'm very embarrassed, and I'm very sorry about this. But I cannot undone this.
You will erase.
I will erase the video and I will do a public apology.
Yeah, I
Acknowledging
doubt he
that
goes
I know
through
what
and
I've done
admits
wrong.
what the
And I'm
government
very
just
sorry about
said.
this.
I
I'm
doubt
very
it.
sorry. But I will do a proper apology on my YouTube channel.
Formal.
Yeah, I doubt it's exactly for what he's been caught doing.
Well, like Trugger says, Slim is lying through his butt. But you guys have to remember too, again, and whether you're pro Slim or not, you guys have to remember Vitaly did exactly the same thing when they caught him,
Hey, McLovin.
and he begged and pleaded, and guess what? He got out on bail and he did his crap again, and then they dragged his butt back in. No, it's just the way it is.
And here we go. Good evening, peeps. Wonderful, cool night here in Tian Quezon province. Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
really
there it is.
great.
Second one says, I'm very sad, or rather, I'm very sorry that I got caught. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Yeah.
No, he made more popcorn. Popcorn's like our major weakness. It's George's kryptonite, right? I remember that song, Kryptonite. Hey, listen, we don't care what George says. We want Ricky. Yeah, it's time for a Ricky appearance. The full skit. Hey, what's going on? Well, and here's the thing. I was telling George, there's been, like I said, I'm sure the first thing that'll be coming in the next few live streams, which are in the next 24 to 48 hours coming from the other vloggers. They're going to say, well, Heidi's nasty. Heidi talks about this. And she outright said, yeah, I dislike the guy. I don't like him. I didn't like his vlogging, the way he manhandles women, the way he's been saying things about Filipinos. Gross. It's a single mother because she's had sex with other Filipino men. He just goes on and on and on. Usually, when I talk, it's in some sort of context to an article or another vlogger we're covering, not direct like he does. And then in the faces of the kids, and just it's everything. I don't have to like him. It's a situation where a bunch of people find him to be just fine, and then other people don't. That's the difference. There's a difference in
Yeah.
everybody.
Now, also, just real quick, for those of you who are naysayers, again, like I said, if you want to look at these gentlemen, go to Bikuta and fly over there and talk to them yourself. You're
Well, you
welcome
told
to
him
it.
that today, yeah.
Well,
And here it
what
is.
I'm saying is, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. These guys are vloggers. You know what that means?
Privileges.
If what you claim Again, guys, I speak logically here. First off, again, I already knew they were in Bikutan, period. Before,
He does.
but the point being
I'll
is,
cuss you out.
here's the reality, guys. You guys don't have to take my word for it. Take their word for it. If they are free, if they are already out of the country, guess what? They already vlogged about it.
We have one guy that's a
It doesn't matter
switch out.
whether you're pro or anti these guys.
How about that
The moment
Pimby
they
boy?
touch that flight, they're gonna vlog about it on the airplane.
There's this guy that's got like 500 subscribers, Pimby something. So a few days ago, Andy's been in our room. He came through and said everything nasty and been covering him, talking about this, and that. And then a bunch of other people did videos and live streams. Now he's coming back and defending him. And it's like, I said, total switch out. I mean, it's like, I get the different coverage, but yeah, if these people knew so much, why aren't they putting out more? You already put out a bunch of shit.
No, they're not free yet, guys.
And David,
You don't have to take our word for it.
David, I think you've asked us before. Are you asking the room? Or are you asking us? How do you take that as a?
I have no clue. I mean, if you don't know, then obviously you don't watch our channel.
Yeah. So I told George the other day, somebody else or you have re-asked the question about us being here, which is weird because there are tons of channels outside the country in people's basements,
I
or they
mean,
never show
you can go on
outside
our
footage.
videos right now, like right now,
Like
and
we just
watch
came here
the
for
last
New Year's. We've been
last
here for
previous
5.
videos. They're all here.
Yeah.
So
And George, this
I
is
mean,
his area, born and raised and everything. So
you you can't AI that shit.
yeah.
AI has its limits.
Yeah, because second one's like, are we people? Which people?
Right, exactly.
No, here it is. He's asking the host. So I don't get
Yeah.
you evidently are new and beyond new.
no.
And it's not an attack. If y'all see me cussing or saying things back at you because you said something, you said what you said. I'm gonna say what I say.
Yeah.
And if you feel that it's an attack, then that's on you. But I don't even know why we would have to even say that we're actually here, because you can't say, well, you're always on the couch like the trolls do. No, I show footage. We put out several videos and I do go out all the time. We don't show every movement we make. And when we do charity and give things out and do the things we do not put it on camera.
No, like actually,
like the rest of them
I did
do.
mention I did well, it's not a big deal. I did
Family stuff.
I gave some
and-
money to somebody else, but
Yeah.
I didn't tell. I forgot to tell Heidi. Anyway,
Yeah.
point being is, no, we're here and we do little
We've been
side
here
stuff that
over 5
we don't put on
years.
camera because again, it's a little tasteless,
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
and I get, you'll say, well, that was a week ago or 2 weeks. Yeah, we're still here. I'm a permanent resident. I talked about that in the last few live streams. George talked about it today, and I believe you were in the room. So it's, yeah, thank God. Yeah, quite a bit we have been. I don't think so. He says he's only going to get a 1-year blacklist based on that. Yeah, that's why they sent the SWAT in after him. With all that stuff, I doubt it's 1 year. So, what do you think of that statement for 1 year?
Don't know, but he'll definitely be watched when he arrives.
Yeah, pretty sure. I mean, they do temporary blacklisting on something simple. I don't think it'll be that, but
Where is Slim right now from today, Saturday? He is in Bikutan. Bikutan is in Manila.
hey, what's
Manila
going on?
is in Taguig City.
Hey,
It's the
Ted.
detention center for, overstayers and all that kind of stuff, and people who are going to get deported, and whoever's being processed, whatever.
Yeah, so
But
no,
he's in
not
Bikutan right now.
released. Yeah. They have to process for those that aren't here, that are just AIing everything and looking stuff up. You have to pass a clearance no matter what. World Zoom got held up for quite a bit trying to get that done and clear other cases. And he's not cleared from every case. There is other stuff. Not only was it mentioned criminal, there's a bunch of other. There's civil cases, everything they had initially mentioned. When all that clears from the judges, lawyers, and everything else, then he'll be deported. But he's not released at home with his wife.
That's Schultz, right? The one in I know nothing. I know nothing.
I have no idea.
Schultz?
I don't know what Schultz.
Stalag 13. Colonel Klink.
Oh, I watched MASH, but I didn't watch that show.
Well, I
didn't watch every show
I was a
from
little kid. I mean,
So it doesn't mean because I get that. I don't know the show.
no.
I know it, but I've never watched it.
Second
so-
one says, yeah, I know nothing. That's what he says, Stalag 13.
Oh, gotcha. They use the overstay clause to get them into custody. Yeah, they have to start somewhere. It's just like any country in America. They're going to get you on the simplest thing.
Then sex charges. Well, usually that's the easiest way, right?
Yep, it was the little thing that got him caught. So hope they don't do it in another country. Yeah, he wouldn't pull that. I bet he doesn't go home and do that. So I'm sure he's going to try to make money off the channel. Probably a quarter to half of them will stay, but without the wife doing his $20 a month videos, the boy network or whatever they called it, and all that other stuff, I doubt he keeps anybody. He'll probably go around and vlog his area if he can and go through Estonia and stone it through and go stone tripping and see what it is. But I doubt he wouldn't get away with doing the slub vlogging and grabbing onto women there and everything else. He'd get his hand broke, I'm sure. What do you think? You think he'll continue the same slum
He
things?
won't get his hand broke. He'll get he'll get shanked.
Ding dong, ding dong. A rock drop, a rock drop, rock
No,
drop.
he'll
rock.
get shanked.
Right? Yeah. Like I said, would that behavior of either vlogger be acceptable or all the other ones? We're not discounting the other ones. We mentioned that in the last live stream. For sure. There are a lot of them out there. So,
Hey Ted, how you doing, Ted?
hi, Ted. Either way, he is gone out of the country. He's not gone. That's not saying he's leaving. He's gone. He's not gone yet.
Oh, okay. Hogan's Heroes, right? Thank you. Hogan's Heroes. It's Hogan's Heroes, which is based on The Great Escape, great movie by Steve McQueen, based on a true story. Yes.
Yeah, Greg says, he goes, I told you all he'd be the next Vitelli. Yeah.
Yep. He sure is. He even got called that.
Yeah, of course. He already did leave her. He's been sleeping with other women. People says he's been doing women in other areas in these resorts, hotels. He
Yeah,
shows them in
he's
his
not
car,
gonna
giving
stick-
out
he's
gifts.
not gonna stick
No,
with
he's
her,
not
no.
going to. Yep, she was. That's it. I'd eat my shorts and everything else here. All the donuts you guys think I eat. If he can get her out of the country, or she proves that she's can go to Estonia and everything. Yeah. He ruined
Black-
2 people's lives and a bunch of others.
Black Grandpa says maybe he'll go to Cambodia well, that seems more likely. I mean, he'll probably go somewhere else rather than going back. It would make sense.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I
Nano
mean,
Banana
nobody
in the
says
house.
that they have to go back to their country. That's right.
Well, yeah, David, they've been talking about how he treated her family on camera. Everything was there's something so antisocial and psychotic and everything else in the way he did his vlogs. Some people can put on a real act on things, but that there's something broken there. And the man seems on the verge of schizophrenic. Somebody who changes their socks and wears a new pair every time. Do you know any theory of why he never wears
A lot
the
of
same
people do
socks?
that, actually.
I don't know a lot of people. I probably knew 2 people.
No.
I've
I'm
never
talking about a lot
heard-
of people and celebrities do that. I mean, I don't agree with it. Obviously, it's some form of
Yeah, there's
insecurity, but whatever. I mean,
or whatever it is, but he's got some superiority profile thing going on because he went on all the time rubbing on his skin talking about white and being an expat. They're just all over me and they just love me and look at the women. He was so into himself, it was unreal. So it was just crazy. But she enjoyed looking down on people. This is what's being said. I mean, it was clear that she had, like, from the beginning, if you watch her videos and the ones that are out there, yes,
no,
there's
I didn't.
she could
I
have an
didn't-
issue going
I
on
did
later.
mention that. I thought that was odd.
Yeah, she went
I thought it was very odd.
I bet she plays the card like him down the road, and she flat out says that he was beating me, or he was doing this, or mistreating me, and I was just trying to make money. I'm sure she'll grovel later, but she'll be dealing with the local people and her family and everything else, because now she's got that baby, and she's not going to get no payment for it. I mean, I'm sure his entire income was
Well,
using her and the rest of the Philippines.
here's the thing. It's again, that type of
Yeah, it's going
personality,
to take a while.
the ones that laugh at other, at other people's expense, in her case, that kind of deal. They tend to think that they are better, and I hate to say this, I wouldn't be surprised if she burned her bridges already, and don't have friends anymore because of it. And what I'm saying is,
Yeah, I don't know how long
if
ago
if
that
he's
mother-in-law
gone and
video
not
is.
coming back to her, which in all probability there's a very, I won't say 100% he's gone as far as leaving her behind, but I would say
Yeah.
80% chance he's not coming back to her. But what I'm saying is, so there's an 80% chance that she's gonna basically hit the ground again, and she won't have anybody on her back. Nobody's gonna be backing her up. Nobody, oh, when you were with him, you treated me like crap, that kind of deal. So, yeah.
Get over it, Sultan. Just kidding. He says, talking about it's 2:02 a.m. in Hawaii.
Oh, in Hawaii.
We did a live. Was that today? It was today.
Yes, it's today. Yes.
And I had to think about that. And then the other one that I did, like anything that came up, it was like covering the Mindanao kidnapping. I did one the other day at like 10, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah.
9 or 10, but well, yeah, it's getting to be 8:30. So yeah, it's funny.
Oh, is it 2
Of
a.m. in
course it
Hawaii?
is. Of course it is actually breaking news. I mean, that's not without a doubt, because this is coming from presidential desk.
This is official.
And we
Official,
showed the
official.
Vitelli stuff, which is new. So, and the fact that they are going to go ahead and blacklist him, and he's still here, and all this stuff is pending. Yeah, actually, it is.
Nana
He's in
Banana says
all newspapers now.
he's the Brad Pitt of the Philippines.
I don't think so. I wouldn't touch him with George's ding-a-ling.
You guys are hilarious.
Sorry. This wobbly neck, overweight, congestive heart failure, sick old lady wouldn't touch him with my dog's ding-a-ling. I'm telling you, I think the man is a certain personality, and it takes a real man to handle me. And I'm gonna tell you that
Yeah.
all the way around, and it's George.
David says Slim
But he ain't no Brad Pitt.
where was it? No, where did it go? What happened to it? Oh no, David. Yeah, David says, of course she burned her bridges and can't make a U-turn now. Yes, no. In all probability, yeah, she's probably has done that already. Yeah.
A lot of people don't wear rings, but a lot of people have reported he's not. So, but he did say in front of the camera and that he was married at the police station, and the attorney said he was, but the attorney didn't even know his wife was in the vlogs or that she was involved, and the guy didn't speak no English, so none of them had any of the story. Not even his own people had what was going on in his situation, but it's hard telling. Oh, snap. Then evidently others.
Should be on the episode of Trike Patrol. Oh, you ain't right, Trucker Bill.
I'm gonna tell you right
That ain't
now,
right.
there's some
Trike Patrol.
Filipinas that have
For those
their
of
own
you who don't know
channels
what
that
Trike
were.
Patrol is, the best way to
Just go
describe it is if there's something called fake taxi, which again, it's a
They're
fake
almost
cab
like-
driver here in the Philippines. It's called Trike Patrol, which is a tricycle
looks
driver.
more, it's a
But anyway.
smut home video like, and quite some time ago we were sent the video of a Filipina that's running a channel over 200,000-300,000 subscribers.
Full disclosure, I do have a Trike Patrol sticker on my motorcycle helmet. I'm not even joking.
Right.
But anyway.
George likes smut, and I don't mind that. Check out our fans only page. George, Heidi, and Doug.
What?
Check out our fans only page. George, Heidi, and Dog Ding.
Careful. Might,
Oh, am I offending you?
might get us banned.
Might offend a Filipino. They might finally throw me out like the trolls say. There it is. Oh my God, she said that to George. She said that's it. Next thing you know.
There it is. JVC Stereo says free Slim. Free Slim. There you go.
Sim, not Slim. I don't know why they keep calling it Slim. It's Sim. But somebody's rename it's SIIM, Sim.
Oh, it is Sim. Sim.
But there are other channels I think that are writing Slim as a, as a side.
So he paid off the girl accuser. Officially
They
settled.
said it was settled. It doesn't mean it's
settled.
been paid or
Officially they settled.
But that, as others were saying, was his case and he's being deported. That's the end of it. But evidently it's not, because they're talking about things. They're mentioning the kids and the other acts that he's doing. So it's being listed, the stuff that we've been listing. Oh, well, we don't feel it was that. We don't feel it was this.
You ain't
No.
right, Trucker. Trucker says she doesn't have OnlyFans. Otherwise, he'd watch it.
Right. Oh, you talking about his wife?
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying what Trucker Bill said. Yeah.
Yeah, let me go through and read that. Yeah, they don't send in the BI intelligent operatives and the anti-terrorist groups to go get a guy that has no, visa. And just for being a nice vlogger. That's not the way it works. Shit. I mean, think about that one.
Legion says Ricky Drama volunteered to move into the house and take care of Jolena and Big Boy.
Right? That's even if he can.
That's hilarious.
That's even if he can.
Captain Matthias says Russia updated their conscription age. That's horrible. I'm talking.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to read what the Inquirer put. The Bureau of Immigration has linked Sim's case to the deportation of the Russian vlogger Vitaly, who drew flack from the live stream himself of harassing Filipinos himself, and he was charged with 3 counts. And it says the Philippines is not a content playground, he also stated. And foreigners visiting the country should not exploit the Filipinos for just mere views. And again, passing by or doing a live stream and a Filipino passes by is not the same thing. Where when it's obvious and you look at them and say, not in my neighborhood, you don't. If you have to stop and say that the way he was vlogging, and then it's not. If a Filipino passes by in the grocery store and you're vlogging, or you have, the permission, like when we go to the mall, we actually ask inside the stores before we actually go in there. But it's not the same. We welcome tourists and legitimate content creators, aka get your licensings together. Or if you're here for a short period of time, and we've talked about the taxes this week, we've talked about what they call legitimate. And let me repeat that, we welcome the tourists and legitimate creators, but anyone who exploits our people for the clicks, views, and for the profits will face arrest and deportation and blacklisting. So if you come here to provoke, insult, and humiliate the Filipinos, you will stay here a short period and you will be permanently out. So, but I'm trying to find where they mention the kids and everything, because there are several articles pretty much coming from the same one. But they mention the kids and everything else. So, oh, here we go. Here's the article from Radio Filipinas. There's been the arrest, and they're moving to deport the Estonian vlogger, declaring that the Philippines will no longer tolerate the foreign content creator who's been harassing the locals, provoking public outrage, and turn Filipino communities into his viral spectacle. Okay, then they mention he's a lot like the Russian Vitelli, so they kind of repeat that. A similar pattern. The arrest, according to Valledo, is in line with President Bongbong Marcos, and foreign nationals who fail to follow the law will face appropriate sanctions. This is another Vitelli case. It also said that they acted after, okay, immigration acted. So they were already watching him and everything, but they said they acted after Negros actually called him a persona non grata. So we had first started with that, and then we just kept moving down the road this week with everything that's developed. The Estonian vlogger is identified as Siim Roosipuu, 34. He was arrested anti-terrorist, operatives in cooperation with the PNP. Allegedly, he's been harassing Filipinos, including minors. Videos of him chasing and asking inappropriate questions to underage children, women, and this has all been circulating throughout social media. The Philippines is not a content playground. And they're repeating what the other one.
Right.
And so they warned the foreign nationals. So, yeah, so I knew there were some of the articles that mention what he's done. And believe me, there's other stuff. So I think when he mentioned that his client was ready to go, I'm sure he is before stuff starts stacking. So I'm sure he's ready to go.
Now, here's the thing. Again,
Yeah, I don't know if he's making 10 grand a month.
Not. Where is it at? Okay. Sniper Pro says I've been going to the Philippines since Yolanda Leyte. I've never had a problem with those years, but don't vlog any disrespect of the Philippine people either. They always are. They always welcome me. No, no. The Filipinos are welcoming people. And in fact, it's been more than once on several occasions that Filipino take in foreigners who are down on their luck and take care of them. This is not a new thing. This is not a social media thing. This is a regular thing. Um, and also here's the thing. Where's it at?
Yeah, that's just a few hours ago.
Right. Well, I kind of lost the comment, but the thing is a lot of now again, it doesn't matter whether you're pro Vitali or anti Vitali or pro
Hey.
Sim, anti Sim. The thing is that you get the the expats. There's like, oh, Filipinos are making it harder for expats to vlog here. No, 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 no. You got that wrong. It's the expats that are making it harder for other expats. And again, it doesn't matter whether you're pro or anti these vloggers. The point is, they're making the natives or the locals uncomfortable enough to make it harder for you. If that makes
Right.
any sense.
And we discussed about the Filipinos. Yeah, there are people exposing. I mentioned this. They're doing it to their own people here. We got that, and we got their issues here in the Philippines. The difference is you're still a guest here, and you're still here under their grace. And look at him; he's going to lose everything, anything that he bought in the house, everything. If she has access to his bank account, he just totally screwed himself. His son may not have these are all possibilities that even his son may not have a future with him. All of this for what he was doing. You're the guest here. Filipinos can mess up and just go sit in jail and get right back out if they do something wrong. But it is the rules for the
Right.
foreigners.
It's
Sure,
like
it's different.
It's like the vlogger thing. For example, only the OG vloggers. We're not the OG vloggers, but a lot
Or
of
like second
a
generation.
lot of OG vloggers will agree to my statement right now. Here's the reality. When me and Heidi started vlogging, we did the YouTube channel again, not for expats. We did for me and Heidi personally, just for us, for
Well, during the
posterity.
pandemic, everybody was
For
locked down and there was
for
always updates.
well, what I'm saying is we did it just for us. We weren't looking for clout. We weren't looking for views. We were just doing it for us. We were posting stuff. But what I'm saying is when we said, "Oh, we're vloggers," we're here to do, eat in your restaurant. We're just wondering if we can record inside your restaurant.
Mhm.
And we almost always got free dessert, free meals, and we weren't looking for that. We
Yeah, like
weren't.
when we were in Florida
But
and Mexico.
back then, people are, oh, you're vloggers. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then they sit you down like, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah,
And then
call us
now,
like second
when you
generation.
say you're vloggers, there's almost a look of
Always of
disgust
disgust because there's so many. Every other
because,
Filipino's
well,
got a
it's
camera
because
and
the
expats
bad vloggers ruin it for other vloggers because now
in
you
an
have, because
oversaturation.
when me and Heidi were still vlogging, there's a lot of vloggers that expect a free meal, expect something free, expect a
Expect the
free
full cloud.
upgrade,
They
a
deserve more
free,
money, or
correct.
they're Brad
So
Pitt,
what I'm
or
saying
you're
is,
not. I'm gonna tell you, ask real quick who
right.
is and isn't.
So it's the other vloggers that ruin it for others. It's kind of like, I'm pretty sure in Dumaguete, when you say you're a vlogger, they'll just look at you like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, oh my gosh, another one. But back then, and people in the OG vloggers in the Magare will tell you, back then when I say I'm a vlogger, they're like, oh my god, let me get you a special table. Let me get you this, 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 this. And
Yeah,
now
just
you're just get out. Not that, like,
right.
but you get the
So
picture. Same thing. Again, whether you're pro or anti these gentlemen, you guys have to realize it's not the Philippines making it harder for you to vlog. It's these people making it harder for all the vloggers to vlog. Period.
uh yeah. Ba-ba-ba. Yeah. Hey, Comanche Warrior. Heidi and George, the wife, is almost as bad as he is. Yes, we've watched her
No, no,
stuff,
no.
and I'm
Yeah, no,
sure
no,
that's
no,
not going to go unnoticed.
no.
So,
She's got her own fan club.
mhm.
When I say fan club, I'm talking about, I'm being sarcastic here.
Mm. Yeah, she's always laughing and joking. Vitelli is an idiot. Hey, what's going on, Rudolph? Vitelli will just go to another Asian country. Yeah, I'm sure he's not going to stop. It's a sickness. I'm sorry, some of these vloggers, it becomes a real sickness. And like, I get the money drives them and everything else, but there's something else broken. So, and with social media, we talked about there are people that do it for no money and they'll just do this stuff. So, it's like it's kind of, but yeah, it's a sickness and he'll just move on.
That's another thing. You guys have to remember, he did say that he's gonna delete his videos and everything. No, he hasn't.
No. I'm looking forward to the vloggers here that don't have useful content and are abusing platforms. They'll get shut down. Speaking of which, that'll probably be our next live. The Philippines is working on something. So we'll be discussing that in the next few live streams. I would say they're never going to stop people with useful content because you guys may find 5 other channels to be absolutely useful when others don't see them useful at all. Call them dating sites, call them exposing the Philippines and all that. Everybody has their ideal of what it is. So they're just not going to say, "Hey, you got a bad channel, you got to go." Or they're just not going to nitpick and say, "Well, they started to talk about the Philippines, throw them out." It's going to depend on your status. If you're married, they're just going to go down the line and determine. But that determination will not be by viewers or other vloggers that talk shit. It'll be from the Philippine government. That is for sure. You got, like, this week alone, I probably had 30 people that says, "Oh, well, you're next for your attitude, and this and that, and your status is shaky." And it's like, dude, go on. You guys been saying that for 5 years, so it is, and so it will be up to the Philippine government to go through and do this. But I just don't think they're just going to start shaking in the tree and everybody disappears. So
Well, yeah, that's not how it works either.
yeah, and I don't think it's just going to be expats. It's going to be all vloggers
Correct.
that are here,
And
all
again,
countries, all
just so you
their
guys
own
know,
people.
the going back to what the people said earlier, that actually I believe it was Robert. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. That they pick on expats more. No, actually, no. In fact, the Philippine government
Mhm.
started picking on the Philippine vloggers way, way before they picked on the expats. In fact, like I said, that's how I know that the vloggers that you guys know aren't even on the top 100 list. They're not, because they went down the vlogger list of the Filipinos first. That's how I know. One, again, it's not what you guys think. They don't pick on the expats first. They actually pick on the Filipinos first. And second, the people that you know that's vloggers. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know these people in the top 100, and they have insane numbers, and they have great insane content. These people can afford freaking helicopters and crap, and I'm like, holy crap, who are these people? But what I'm saying is, you guys haven't seen the big vloggers yet. That's all I'm saying. Especially if you don't live in the country. You know what I'm saying? Remember that one when I showed you? They could afford they could afford their own helicopter to
Yeah.
airdrop food and stuff to people. It's insane.
Oh,
And that's here in the Philippines. But anyway.
I take it you're in the simp nation then if you're saying I'll be the Superman for Jolene. The same with what's his name. And then the same that'll pay $20 to talk to, if it is his wife, to talk to somebody's Filipina. Somebody's dipping their wick in that. And you guys are
Well,
willing to pay $20 to talk to somebody. But then again, as soon as somebody dies or moves on, somebody jumps the bones of a Filipina. It's kind
I'm
of,
sure it's a joke, but
well, I'm sure it is, but I
but
got to have my say on that one
but I
too.
hate to say it, it's Heidi's right. Usually when an expat leaves, another one comes in.
Yeah.
No pun intended, but anyway.
Oh, snap. Yeah, it's probably so. Yeah. Thank you, Second Win. I think Sim will be vlogging in Thailand. Or you think he's going to move over and bring him? Anything's possible. This is a group conversation. I mean, that is definitely
It's
plausible.
possible, yes. It's possible.
But he's not going to go around and make that type of content. He's going to have to do totally his home life. He can still survive on the money for sure. But any behavior, and understand, they're going to know that he was blacklisted. They're going to know that he's been sitting in jail here. So all Thailand's not easy to get past. So do you see what I mean with the record? Isn't that going to cause an issue when they'll see that his passport is listed with that? Don't they stamp the passports? I believe they do.
Well,
They stamped all this shit in mine.
I'm not saying, what I'm saying is I don't know if they care. I really don't. That I don't.
Hmm. Those Russians are a trip. A new Thai girlfriend, yeah, like that. What's his name? Yeah, it's a possibility.
Yeah, the probably one with an extra leg.
Trucker, gonna say it one more time. You keep talking as if he left. I believe you were talking that way in the last couple live streams. He has not left out of the country. So, for those
Well,
that
either
are
way,
that's
yeah,
reading,
he will trash talk it, but like I said, there's a limit to it.
Roosipuu is the worst. Good news, bad news, news is news, and views are views. That is true. It's social media. Everybody is attracted. Aw, next, Mr. Butthurt. What a low IQ channel. Oh, and I'm sure that you've got a high one, huh? Oh my God. Yep, opinions are like assholes, like the previous one. You're just an opinion, ass. Da, da, da. And thank you, Kay Dallas. Thank you so much. Oh wow, that's went a little dark there. He'll be in heaven shortly. Be patient. Okay. I think they were talking about the war and everything, but I'm not aware Estonia's in there unless he's not really Estonian. There are rumors that he's got multi passports in Russian, but who knows? Yeah, we know your English is bad. My videos are good, but sorry, yeah, that's what's going on. Vitelli is 33 and beyond a conscription age. Oh, you talking about is that for military conscription? Oh, they updated the conscription age. Hey, what's going on? George is my entertainment. Yeah, is just there, and his mind is like elsewhere. Info on Sim, but he will move to another Asian country. Very well possible when they let him go. Yep. 30. No, he is not. No, nobody saw him in an airport. False information. This information was put out 2 hours ago that he's got to get past the NBI. He has not left. False. You were in here the last time. So, lies. He said he's already arrived. False information, dude. He is not in Estonia.
Mark
Lies.
Hamilton says, "Can you swim back to the Philippines?" Well,
Eh, what? Dude. Well, you got our wedding ring on. You just don't have your. I didn't see that on you. It might be in the bed from this morning, but
that's what I'm saying. It probably fell off.
you pawned it. I know
No,
that's what
no.
happened.
Anyway,
His G ring from Christmas is missing.
well, the I got okay. Can he swim back to the Philippines? Actually, it's he can be literally smuggled into the Philippines and talking about like bypass all the
Yeah.
immigration. I'm not saying he can't, but there's no reason to. What I'm saying is there's no reason to is if you can't be here legally, I don't see a reason why you would. It's more trouble
Big
than it's
difference.
worth, if that makes any sense.
Bald and Bankrupt has several million people. This dude hit 100,000 in a short period of time, and I believe most of them, as a lot of them, are bought numbers. I'm not buying. He's got 90,000 people and 30 and 4,000 views. I'll repeat it again. He is not bald and bankrupt. So those are people that have been putting in their dues for a long time and does 1,000% better content than he does. It's just by luck, whatever he has been making, more than likely on the side with other video content, probably including his wife and these girls he's meeting up with. I wouldn't doubt all this online. Somebody has contacted and said there's a bunch of other dark stuff out there. I would also almost bet that he's been meeting up with these girls and getting them to do content and stuff. And probably not. It's not for YouTube. So, but no, he is not the same. Not even close. Narcissist. Yeah. Is there other ones at the bottom you wanna? I'm going through them.
No. I know, Mark, you were joking when you said the swimming thing, but I'm also letting people know that there are other ways to get in. I mean, I wasn't. I get it. It's a joke, but I'm saying is can they enter or leave without going through customs? Yes, or immigration rather. Point is, the answer is yes. But again, a lot of people do it anyway.
Maybe he'll be able to get her over there. Who knows? Or maybe they'll meet up in another Asian country, which is possible. But you still got to get out of the Philippines, which is a process. Got to prove income, got to prove this. And most of them that are leaving have other things going on. I'm not aware that she's just going to. It's not every country that people get to leave their country. And the Philippines is about the trafficking and them arriving and being used by other countries for fake stuff and getting locked up in call centers. They are not going to let her leave to that area very easily. And if she goes to another Asian country, they're going to think there's other stuff going on too. They're going to check her out and she's going to have to be vetted. And then is he going to pay for those tickets? Is his income going to still flow? Did he spend a bunch on these accidents and attorneys and payoffs and everything else? There's a whole scenario going on here. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, maybe, and
Yeah. Now the famous again, just real quick. Where are they reading the comments from? Seems like they're the. Just so you guys know, YouTube has an it automatically blocks certain messages, and some of them they're held for review. If we read a comment and you guys can't see it, it's because YouTube held
holds
it,
them.
but we can
Mhm.
still see some of them. I said
But
some.
if it's totally missing, then we
Some of
don't.
them I completely can't see or never even seen them. But some of them YouTube holds it and we can see it, and we kind of we read it, but we censor out the stuff that YouTube doesn't want. If that makes any sense.
Okay, well, this will tell you, okay, whoever you are. Sim's flight to Estonia was since that video was taken days ago. No, it's only been like 72 hours since he's been arrested, dude. What are you talking about? Nobody, and I'll repeat it for you, beings you don't understand, and you're putting out. Talk about misinformation. He has not passed an MBI check. They've officially now going through and talking about what they're going to do. And this was less than 2 hours ago. He is not long gone. He is not on an airplane. He has not passed the MBI clearance. The dude is not gone. They did not just say poof and you're gone and that all happened in a 3-day window. No, I don't think so. Or maybe it's been 4 days, but either way, he's not gone and it hasn't been days. That video was days ago, but the news being put out now saying he's blacklisted and all the other stuff, no, he has not been deported yet. So, misinformation. Last time I'm going to address you. Only on his channel so he can make the money. I'll address you one time. You need to go look it up. Watch our videos. Go watch everybody else. They've said. And he's not been released yet. So
Robert Goodson says he saw
breaking the law in the Philippines.
he saw Siim at 7-Eleven.
Siim's arrival in Estonia. I mean, and I'll address you in case that's casually you really asking a question. He broke the law by voyeurism and the way he's vlogging, cameras all up in the kids' faces, handing off the vapes. He's an overstay. That is a crime. And him degrading in the way he has the Filipinos in public, that is also a crime. So I just want to let you know that. So maybe you are being legit and I should have been a little more patient with you. But hey, what's going on, Pitbull? From Durban, South Africa. Good morning. Good evening.
Oh, that's interesting, Mark. Mark
Yeah,
says
3 doors down. Yeah, kryptonite. Yeah, 3 doors down.
Jolena wants to stay in the Philippines. That's what Mark says. That's interesting. I mean,
It's a possibility.
it makes
She
sense.
probably,
There's a
the
lot
way
of
he's acting, and we've been getting emails and information that's just been coming through. And yeah, it
No,
wouldn't
no,
surprise
yeah,
me. She doesn't want nothing to do with him anymore.
well, and
She's not going to lose her family to go live with a guy that acts like that. That would just be
No, that's a good point. That's what I mean. Like a lot of Filipinos don't want to leave the Philippines.
Yeah. Leave their family, and that'd be pretty scary to go to Estonia and live with a man like that. That manhandles her like this. Yeah, yeah. Give me some sugar.
Okay.
Yeah. Blink twice if you need help there. And get into position. Here, get down there. I mean, that's what he does to her all the time. It's crazy. He's always doing this, and I'm sure there's something. If that's his behavior with her family and the way he's acting, there's something else going on, guys. I'm telling you. There's something else going on. So if he shows up on your porch, we have popcorn and we have popcorn, popcorn little boy. Oh, okay. According to this guy, there's videos of him arriving in Estonia.
WLD says
Well, then prove it. Put it on your channel, sir.
she has a complaint now. Let's watch. There you go. Thank you so much for your support.
Did you hear that other dude? Which that language appears to be Thailand or Cambodia, but whatever it is, I don't read and it's not translating. But no, there's not footage of him from the local news covering him over there.
Well, yeah, Robert says the wife can keep making her money from Sims for $20 per person. See, here's the thing. We don't know who controls that account. I mean, it's possible that Sim holds that account for her, if that makes any sense, or it's possible that's vice versa. Maybe she holds the accounts.
It's possible
for him.
There's
We-
been a
we
lot
don't
of
know,
expats where
but-
it is in the Philippines' name to avoid taxes in their own country.
The
and-
reason why I don't think that she holds the accounts is because she hasn't made a post, she hasn't said anything. Because usually it's also normal behavior for if the wife is the one who has hold of the accounts, that she makes a post and gives an update. So since there's no update, it kind of by default tells us that we believe that he holds the accounts. So she can do those $20 sessions all she wants. We don't know if she has access to that money.
To the
She may
money.
not.
Or any money. So fair
Correct.
warning to the simps out there. If you're sending money as people did for $400 shoes all the time and this and for the baby,
Right.
do you ever think that he's holding the
There's a
total
chance that
purse strings?
he
Yeah.
holds all the money. We don't know. I mean, like I said, we don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I
Right.
mean, I get people are feeling sorry. I'd make sure that if she opens her own channel or does her own thing, which she would be smart to do at this point, she's going to create an income for herself. Sim's wife turned on her own family, yeah, and the country and the people. Dude, what are you even saying, dude? You just in here. We've talked about people coming into the live stream. You don't have to agree, disagree, or whatever. But when you come in here and now ask us to watch the footage of him arriving in Estonia, we never fucking said that he arrived in Estonia. You have been. So now you're officially in there just totally spinning things, saying one thing and the other. Why the hell would I mean if you have a video on Sim and Estonia arrival, then we'll watch it. How? You just said that you're the one that put out the information that it's there last time. Like I said, last time. That doesn't make any sense at all. We said he's still here. Now that we've been live for an hour, like 3 hours ago, they posted that they're not going to have it with him anymore. He's still here. Philippines is not like whatever country you're from. They're going to require a clearance, and they're going to make sure nobody else is stacking cases against them. They're not done with him yet. We said that, and all this stuff that he's already left or he's back with his wife, all of it's false. And they're warning other vloggers, so it is a breaking news case.
Robert Goodson, here's good point, but also there's okay, but George, wouldn't the lawyer tell her not to post while this affair is active? Well, here's the thing. The lawyer himself had questions about her. He doesn't even know who she is, what she is, or anything of the like. It's on the interview.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, right?
Yeah.
He asked her. He doesn't even know if she exists on the channel. And then
they tried to say
Sim's
somebody else was doing
right. And then Sim's
his
response was, "I don't know." I was like, "How can you not know whether your wife is on the channel?" It's
in
on the video.
videos.
It's on the
Last
video,
few
guys.
videos was her in there, but
It's on the video. That's been we've repeated over and over.
yeah.
So what I'm saying is not necessarily. I'm not saying he did or didn't, but I'm saying not necessarily because he questioned everything on camera. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just telling him. A few people said, "Yeah, they've been living in Philippines." Yeah, we've been here for over 5 years, and our
Heidi
videos have
is
been
a
consistent.
permanent resident, just so you guys know. The ones that are not aware.
Billy fine because we're married. Permanent resident because I'm married. Fully vetted, background check, sat down with all the embassy stuff, all the immigration stuff, and I'm here to stay. Any other shit out there is false information. So, so yeah, we lived, yeah. And George lived in America for 27 years,
27 years.
Yeah, so he's
Johnny
got
Guapo,
the background of
yeah.
America too.
Johnny Guapo says Slim was drafted to Estonia and deserted. He was on the run when he came to the Philippines. He confessed the whole thing to Jelena about a month ago, but deleted. Now that I've heard of. However, like I said, I don't
Right.
know if he's forced to go back to there or he can go to somewhere else. I don't know that. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm friendly and first time I ever seen a live. I just thought it was cool. We appreciate you being here. Yeah, so there's Mr. Gaslighting. Where is Sim's flight? Dude, you're the one that said it. Have you lost your mind?
We were
Oh,
muted.
okay.
Okay, thank you for letting us know. That's why. No, we got a phone call again. Well,
Now you got to go back. Thank you. That's why you're calling. Okay, so
yeah.
we were muted.
So anyway, as I was saying, Mark says, like, thank you again for calling us. Second wind. Yeah, second wind called us. Second wind basically. Now Mark says like, if Jolene wanted me, would I leave Heidi? And again, Heidi would have the answer to this, and I guess we have you have to
yeah,
go
go
through it
ahead.
again.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
did you
okay.
read the question?
Well, no, I already paraphrased it. I'm not. It's already moved. I already said it.
So you said it out loud what the guy said.
Yeah.
Okay. The answer is the answer is no, he wouldn't. Why would he take on a single mother? So again, sorry, I got muted. And I'm confident. I mean, if she wants to come in and do my dishes and come hang out and everything else and babysit and play granddaughter and all that, yeah, I'm pretty confident that's a no. And George is not a simp. He's just not going to fall in line because her man fell out of town. And I'm doubting she's ready to move on. Who knows? But I'm confident what George does. And I was saying that George, it's really not his type. The Korean women, I believe, are your type.
Among Asian women, I prefer Korean women.
Right. And he tons of Americans, other blacks, whites, everybody in
Yeah,
America. So George
I've
is
dated most. I date also Hispanics, but
it's
no,
not
no.
going to be somebody
I
half
pick
his
Heidi because she's
age.
a very strong, solid woman as far as everything is concerned. I know she has my back, and she'll never veer away, nor will she abandon me. And she knows I'm the same way too. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, go ahead.
No. Yeah.
Actually, if he's deported from the country, they are forced to go back to the nation that gave them their passport. Yeah. Why did they use the SWAT police? Yeah. You want us to define the trigger level that required the level of skill to enter his house. We don't have to. You need to ask yourself why. Official charges have not been released except for the one they're going to nail him on is the deportation for his behavior as a vlogger. No longer because he's an overstay. It's they haven't completed yet. But ask yourself why. I understand why you're saying define trigger level.
Right.
Yeah, what did trigger them to come in with a SWAT?
No,
That's
no,
not an
yeah.
overstayer.
It was, yeah. They
2
didn't.
raids on his house.
Yeah, the raid was not because of him overstaying. Correct.
And
No,
now
that was a
through
SWAT
Bong
team.
Bong Marcos's office, he's canned.
I thought it was weird that they did send a SWAT in. Yes.
Yeah, I doubt you'd be surprised how many simps will stay around. Probably more than half that'll continue wherever he's at. It's like kindred spirits, in my opinion. So yeah. Yeah, trucker, you keep repeating it's not his kid. Not the first we've heard that. So, or how many kids does he have in the Philippines? Michael Jordan never wore the same shoes twice in a game. He liked the feel, but never paid for his shoes. That I can understand on shoes, but it could be the same for socks. I was saying, is it because they're stretched out, or he's grossed out by it, or because he was saying things about the mother-in-law about that. Oh, she dirtied this, and now it's all nasty, and he's very specific. So it could just be. My sources tell me the woman was paid off by him. Yeah, his attorney said they already settled that with her. That was already done probably within the time frame that he was there. So they just had to bring probably her in and whatever, and then she just removed the case. So MJ got free shoes, right? Not true. I mean, I'm sure he's getting money from his YouTube channel, and the money will pour in from the 30 days before. But she can always leave the country to follow him. No, not always. Again, I don't know why people don't understand not every Filipino gets to leave. Maybe, but it's not always. So there is a difficult process and there's requirements to get out. Just because she's married to him does not mean that. We have a woman now, and I know it's a little different, that's been trying to get her husband and take him to America. The woman owns a business as an American. He's already been to the country. They've got kids together and they're being denied, and vice versa. There are people with money. The Filipina has money, has ties to the Philippines, and they still don't let him out of the country, whether it's America or other places. So it is not always that easy. Time in and time out. So not that easy. She's going to have to prove her ties, and being married and him being the father is not enough. Yeah, you can't make the U-turn. And you're right, Black Grandpa. There'll be somebody else waiting there for sure. So yeah, he's no Geo, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This true story. That's true, right? I was at Dear Joe. Can you replay the video of those of us? Yeah, we can run that through. See, that's what I hate. They totally remove this unless this is one of them here. See, I don't know, but let me try to go in and grab it again. Yeah, we'll play it. So he has officially hit the newspapers, and they are now talking about other things. It's just not his visa. To recap on this, it is other things. And now officially, it's just not the persona non grata, but now they're warning all vloggers. So, as our title and statement today, Who's Next, actually just came true a few hours ago. And it's, you know, so there's the newspaper clipping. Yeah. So I believe the rest of it, I'm not going to play the Vitelli clip unless you want me to play Vitelli through again.
Nah, that's right.
Okay. So that's what we had. And did we? I don't think we played the attorney. Let's play the attorney clip we still have, which we've played. I believe this one was played earlier.
Well, actually, none is a pending case, but
This
it
was
is
like
about
2
to be
days
dismissed.
ago.
This aspect now that he is being arrested is not about
This is
the
no
criminal
longer
case.
true.
It is a direct order coming from the commissioner himself for his being an undesirable, so-called undesirable alien. Because when your visa expired, you are no longer desirable to the Philippines kay expired man. Dapat mangayo kang extension. And other matters related thereto about the expired visa. So, wala rin yung problema. Ang criminal case, wala na yung problema. Ang katulad yung criminal case na i-filean siya. It's about to be dismissed, but it is now the administrative aspect.
The criminal
filed
case
before the
is about to
commission
be dismissed, but it didn't.
on immigration. Now, ang penalty ana is immediate deportation. Now, my client also wants to go home. So, wala yung conflict. But he is married to a Filipina. So,
Yeah. So, yeah, he said that the criminal was to be dismissed, but right now he's being held, and it's already, through the president and everything. So I will read the article directly that just hit a few hours ago from the Bureau of Immigration. He has been arrested and they're moving to deport him. He hasn't left. This was just 3 hours ago, declaring that the Philippines will no longer tolerate foreigner content creators who harass locals, that are provoking public outrage and turn Filipino communities into their own viral spectacle. They also say this is echoing the case from the infamous deportation standings of Vitelli. A repeated pattern of foreign vloggers abusing the country's openness for short content and their online fame. The arrest is in line with Bongbong Marcos. It's to ensure that foreign nationals who fail to follow Filipino law, which the stuff they were both doing did break the law. If you don't know, then you don't know. And if so, go look it up. It's just another Vitelli case, a foreign vlogger who comes here, disrespects Filipinos, violating our law, and think that they can hide behind the camera on social media following. It will end here, he stresses firmly. Okay, and Negros Oriental, they already declared him a persona non grata, citing complaints of harassment. He has unauthorized filming. And by the way, I doubt that he's got a license in the Philippines and a business license and all these other things because he's collecting money and he's been here, what, close to 2 years? It could be longer that he's been here, but he's been here long enough that, anyways, I'm not going to get into that. I already have. But yeah, he's that's citing the harassment, unauthorized filming, offensive remarks, online content of demeaning Filipinos. Okay. The Estonian vlogger identified as Siim, 34, was arrested, by the operatives, the intelligent operatives and anti-terrorist group on January 15th. Pro-life traveler. So the update is that he's definitely going to be deported, as he said. Things have not been settled. We said that it was in the eyes and told you so of the presidential desk. And, now immigration is officially making their statements. That was just the local police, the persona non grata, and he said he didn't do anything wrong. That's the way his attorney went on, but it looks like it's a little bit more than that. So on technicalities, it looks like they're going to let him go on the visa situation, but it's not all over yet. This is not all over yet. So they're warning other vloggers officially. We mentioned that earlier, who was next, and now it's become even more serious. Heed the warning. Yeah, there's Legion. Several have said, is that his child or not? We don't have DNA tests. A lot of people are saying no. It's hard saying. Hey, from Belgium. You got your water?
Well, it's not that though.
You need to drink some water. Yeah. Trike Patrol, right? Oh, Slim Shady. Well, then he should show it. So Asia now says there is a video of him paying the people, probably stating where they said that yes, that we played a video saying that the other person was paid. Yes. Now the physical handing off of money, then I don't think they'll show that. The person doesn't want to be on camera, or they would have had her during that hearing. She said she doesn't want to be on camera, so there was no physical video of the payoff. The attorney and them said it's already been paid off, so I'm sure that's what he means. The Philippines is great, especially if you have money for payoffs, right? I heard that someone from Europe offered a lady to bring up this case. No, sir. Sorry. It's no longer just that. Just other jealous bloggers have set him up. No, that's not true. Nobody set this man up. He set himself up. He totally set himself up.
No, they actually had people physically show up, and they had people actually complain online. Both.
And they've watched all of his videos. They said they're not going to deal with that stuff.
In fact,
they've been through his
counselor
stuff and
says
see what
that he
he's
told
doing.
the people not
It's
to come
not a setup.
because he wanted to keep them what do you call it? Anonymous.
Philippines always had that tradition of payoff, even if you. That's every country. You find that in America too, where everybody and every attorney and every government can pay things off. Are you kidding me? Don't even get me going on all that situation of payoffs and grifting in every country. I've been hearing that over and over again, that it's the Philippines and blah. You don't think the other Asian countries or countries around the world, that's Their legal system and politics doesn't work like that. It does. Philippines is always okay. You have to pay the family and the funeral. Okay, I didn't get the rest of that. SIM card always visited the squatter areas and he can find easily innocent victims. Yeah. Right. Do a split screen, wait, PA, and trike patrol. Right. Good morning, Sky Tech. What is going on? I've been going to the Philippines since Yolanda and Leyte. I've never had a problem in all these years, but I don't vlog and disrespect the Philippines people. Yeah. Calma or karma, maybe it's karma you meant, will always get you in the end. And he got his. It's one less disrespectful foreigner that's giving the rest of us a bad image in the eyes of Filipino people. Um, yeah, just one. I don't think they think that of everybody. But yeah, it kind of does. But that doesn't like shed all the bad light. They're just going to start getting rid of them and stuff. So, but he definitely brought his own karma.
Excuse me.
Taxes mean paying the politician in most countries. Hey, what's the update with that woman who was harmed by Sim? She was coming on the show. Okay, I never said that the woman I was bringing on the show was harmed. That never, Robert, came out of my mouth. I said it's one of his. I don't know if it was Tinder dating app, Filipina dating app. It was a woman that has met up with him on multiple occasions that said she had some information, and she said she would, but she never, like this other guy, made any further contact. And I did say that she's running a TikTok, and she's got all three of the stories told. So she said she would, but not going to chase her down. We sent a messenger and TikTok. She said she would. She never got back. We don't dox, hunt, and chase people like that. So that's why we didn't. But yeah, definitely didn't say she was harmed. Whoever the case was, and I don't believe it's the only case that's coming forward. They said criminal and civil cases with an S. So the one was paid off, and I think he's just hoping to get out. And it's very well possible that'll be it. He'll be blacklisted, and that'll be the end of it for sure. Oh, thanks, Legion. What's going on? Gotta love Philippine Antics, willing to come on at night. Well, we're already up, so most definitely. Yeah, we're Philippine Antics, a new CNN. We've been doing it for years. A lot of them stuck to the same thing. We covered a ton of expat news and stuff, and helped a lot of people come here during the pandemic. And we were covering the news. We covered when other expats were having issues or deported or all that. We've always done. It's been pretty consistent along with our own life here. We're just covering everything and been very consistent. Not a switch out of just doing all food vlogs and oh my god, let me jump on board. Shit, our ass has been on board on everything. That's what we do. Get the popcorn. They all do, JJ. The bad thing is all the major news is covering us. Everybody. Everybody covers everything. Their channel's only covering the American politics and they're making money on it every day. They're covering everything. Everybody is covering something trying to make money. And you can't fault them for it, but that's always been the evening news or the news. They've always chased stories looking for money and the backside of it. So it's really nothing new. Vloggers, Filipino, foreigners, and it's become more prominent that literally every other person is holding a camera. And some of the shocking stuff you'll see is just amazing these days. But there's some up and coming changes according to the Philippine government that's up and coming. I just don't think it's going to. One second, remind me. All right. Thank you for that.
But my
Uh,
my throat is really itching. That's why I'm not saying anything.
Oh, so yeah,
Yeah.
no, George has been sick, making me sick. We're all sick now. So the flu bug has officially hit our house. So yeah. Uh, TMZ of the Philippines. We've done more than that, but thank you. And so is everybody else. Like I said, the weird thing is some of them have only, yeah, it's Korean babies are overweight. Yeah, that's a big baby. Even, yeah, it's a really big baby. My kids were under 7 pounds, and this baby looks really to been a big baby.
Well, he's a big guy. I get it. Then, some people say it's his, some people say it's not. So, you know,
Hard saying. George is on a roll. True, YouTube is crawled space. Yeah, it forces you to be more creative. Yeah, but they don't have to be like that. But like I said, we said earlier this morning that there are tons of vloggers like him. You click him or other names of vloggers, and most definitely the same type of content is coming up. And it looks like they plan to take a bunch of them down. So
yeah. I mean, there's more than it's a type of vlogging. So,
yeah, most definitely.
actually, no, I'm curious because hey,
How'd you get your popcorn?
he tried.
Yeah. Yeah, they're saying with D and Fuentes family interviews, a Filipina as a front both sides. Okay, so is that the husband and wife or brother and sister? I don't know which they are. I seen one of theirs. It came into our feed when we put in regular guy in his channel. Yeah, she's the one. The Fuentes is the Filipina that goes around asking all the sexual like nature and dating stuff to him. And it looks like the husband does the same or a sister or whoever. But yeah, there's several. Yeah, we said Filipinas. They're yeah out there. So yeah, I agree. Yeah, you guys been saying that for years, like you do me and others. Yeah, he's next. Yeah, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Because yeah,
Hey, good morning. Elvis is in the building. I have no idea the repeat of whoever Chris Crooks is. I have no
no, I don't
idea.
know who he is either.
So according to the girls and him being on a dating site, they had no idea that he was married or what he did, and constantly trying to put him on camera. So it's hard saying. Evidently, they didn't, or he didn't. You lost your G ring. Yeah, he lost his G spot ring. By the way, Popeye is in South filed bankruptcy. Oh, the chicken place. Yeah. Yeah, Tupac in Japan, huh? Is that because you already took care of that one?
Probably. I
Let's see. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
Chris Crooks is very respectful and films nature. So then why? And it has some hot girls in him sometimes in there, but not the same. Yeah, we said that. Like others are now comparing him to like regular guy and a bunch of others. And yeah, some of the content is way out there, but that's going to be up to the Philippine government to go through and determine which is respectful, but not the same as Vitelli and this guy. Not even close. Don't talk about Baby May and a bunch of these others, and not the same, different level. And if you don't know, go watch every platform of his stuff. He's got some stuff out there. So Sim is embarrassed. Okay, that was odd. This person claims that full contact with his wife and told everybody to mind their business. Yeah, she can come tell us herself. He called me and she called me, and you know what that means. His wife sent a message to me in Philippine language. She told me to mind your business. Unless you're talking about us or telling you to mind your business. He called me. Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but it sounds like they're saying mind business. You to mind, Jose, your business, or you saw Simo there is at 7-Eleven. So
No, I'm sure he's talking about them because. No, I'm pretty sure.
yeah. Oh, if her husband, here's Jose. Okay, so if her husband just deleting everything on her phone. It's weird you would say all that and be in this chat for a while and then say, what did he do wrong? Or why he did wrong. Yeah. Beside the crime, Sim literally duped multiple innocent girls into thinking on dates. Yeah, he was a single man, traveling memories and everything else. Yeah, it was
Right.
kind of.
No, I mean, again, that alone is he did that in deception to the other Filipino. Whether or not Jolene knows about it or not, that's irrelevant because the girl doesn't know anything about it. That's the point. I'm talking about the one that he is going to be out on a date with. She was unaware of his situation, so therefore, it doesn't matter where Jolene knew or not what was going on. He may have Sim's permission, or Sim may have her permission, but whoever he contacted on the dating app didn't have his permission. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't know. They thought they were going out with some single guy.
uh, the wife can keep making her money for Sims for $20 personal time. Yeah, if she has. So, yeah. Hey, George, how can I contact you when I go to Manila? Contact through all of his platforms. So, let's see. Showing the women's butt YouTube Banda video again. Yes, wanna. He's not going by the warning. He's not acting. The people. Should I take video of you? He's not saying another. There is scamming people. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. But George, wouldn't the lawyer tell her not to post while this affair is active?
Yeah, I already answered that.
Okay.
That again, he didn't. Yes, possibly, but like I said, possibly no either. Because Sim is basically denying that she's involved. I'm talking about in the channel.
get a slushy.
You guys have to remember too what Sim tells his lawyer may not be the truth.
Hey, what's
You know what I'm
going on,
saying? Now, whether or
Victoria?
not this to protect whoever is around him or not, or this is intentional or not, that's a different story. The point being is from on the video, okay, the video, the stuff he was telling the lawyer is obviously not true. Like, because it's simple questions like, is she on the channel? And then his answer is, I don't know. Like, how can you not know whether your wife is on the channel or not? I mean, so obviously he's lying. I'm talking Sim. Obviously he's lying to his lawyer. So therefore, what I'm saying is, if Sim says, "Oh no, she's not involved in the channel whatsoever," there's no reason for the lawyer to say, you know, not to, you know, because he has no reason to tell her. Because according to Sim, from what I've seen on the video, she's not involved.
Yeah, I doubt they do something like that. Maybe Sim will claim he fears his safety in Estonia. That's not going to keep him from deporting him. Kind of the Trump type of move. So the same simps that send money to the woman on the internet, they have never met. Simps are everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, so the beings is that's not their main problem. They use the simplest thing to get them. Usually they don't deport for that. They can if they want, but they've already announced other things. So Ted's saying that on December 29th to 26th, Putin signed a declaration that conscription was now year round 18 to 30. That started January 2026. So I don't know where you're getting your information.
Yeah,
He's talking about, yeah, the other guy.
they're talking about that. Put and increase the age of conscription draft, as it were, and the Americans call it. Yes, but you know, but apparently the limit is 30 years old as of right now.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Ted.
As is most countries. So the question has been put out there. It shall see. So you think the kid will suffer without a father like that? Yeah, he was never there as a father. He's out from dawn to about 10 at night. Yeah. Yeah, they all do. The ones that know they're doing wrong and is out there like that. Yeah, they made it very clear on everything now, just not saying, oh, well, so and so called so and so a name. And no, it's going to be the ones that are producing that content for sure. So, yeah, still don't know who the person is. That or move back in, yeah, with the family. So, order own place. Who's no? I thought the counsel in the suit who went after him had to go at him. He already said that the other vloggers and expats need to watch out. Yeah, disrespecting children. Yeah, they just released this a couple hours ago on everything that it's official and that he has not been deported, that he will be deported, and he's like Vitelli, and they're just not going to have it. So we've been saying that most definitely, Victoria. Yeah, I don't understand the um, I don't vlogging is the issue here. is the way they vlog. Am I right? Yeah, it's not vlogging if you're doing it legally and you're following the rules. Taxes, independent contract business license, you have the right type of visa to work here. If all these are coming together and you're doing that right, then not the issue, even panning through a crowd. If you're asked to remove them, remove them. Don't get up in their face. Don't touch their kids. Don't ask sexual questions. Don't ask them about their brawls. Don't put your hands around their necks and pull them close to you. You don't do that. That's exactly what this vlogger's done. And it is an ongoing investigation. He is still in the country and they're going to blacklist him for that. We said that, and people are like, oh, yeah, he's not going to get blacklisted. He'll just come right back in. No, they're blacklisting him. Who knows for how long? But that's what you're not to do if that was your new Sunday sandwich show. Yeah, no, this is your Sunday show right here. George has got a popcorn sandwich there. So, yeah, right. Don't share the water. Yeah. No, that was his bottle of water. I was just trying to get him to. So I've got mine right here. You think they won't send him straight home, might hold him because of the charge first. Charges. Yeah, that's just it. This is not finished yet by far. George said that earlier today. So it's not over. It's just not about what everybody said. Oh, he's innocent and he hasn't done anything and they're not thinking nothing of it. This is just an angry councilman. And you guys, until we said it's coming, and here it is. So, no, I think, but if he's lucky, as I said earlier, they'll just let him out. But George said it wasn't over. Vitelli was stealing property and running away with it. Yeah, he was doing a lot of weird stuff. Yeah, we played footage of that earlier today and just a little bit ago. It's kind of crazy. Oh, if Heidi talks about it's our business. Kind of. Hey, but we can all be wrong. At least I admit it and I don't, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. It's and we all have our days, that's for sure. When I watched a few of his videos, my fault was, does his wife know what he's doing? They say it's possible she does. Not really. He's still a nobody. He said it's just going to get everybody interested in his channel. Yeah, it'll be temporarily uplifted based on his bad behavior. And then after that, he'll be a has-been. So that is fact. This is going to make him temporarily famous and then they just crash. So
Yeah, I forgot what the syndrome's name is called. It's a syndrome. He'll get a spike and then
World
it'll
Zoom
crash.
was a pure
Yes.
example. He even stopped
Yeah.
vlogging. He's back in America and he got a big spike, triple his numbers. The same as we are because we're covering this. At least we fucking admit covering it is covering it because we've always covered it and we know that it is. And so, soon as this is over, we'll be
We
back to
don't
our
have to
1200.
pretend. Yeah.
Correct. We don't pretend we're not like banking and buying cars and everything else. Like I said, we would cover this shit for free as we have for years. So it's kind of, it's, I mean, no offense for you. I'm just saying it sure it will, but I doubt he profits that much. They're going to go look and everything. So thank you. Second win. Yes, he did not remove everything. And he's got 3 or 4 channels on TikTok that's got all of his videos he didn't delete. So there's a ton of them showing him with different women picking up suitcases and them out of restaurants. And he's got tons of footage and he calls it Province Filipina Girl. If you put in his name on TikTok, it pulls all of his accounts. If you go in there, they're his videos. And he's got one called Freelancer Philippines. And he's just been pimping it all out, all these Filipinas. So once they're aware, they're already going through his stuff. They already know about his TikToks, and they see him doing all this stuff and filming these girls on the side. They'll still find that offensive that he's still putting all this stuff out the way he is. And especially being they know he's a family man. And if he is married and that's his kid, that's just highly crazy. I know you're thinking about it there.
Well, I mean, it's possible. It is. Robert Goodson said it better than most. He says 15 minutes of fame, exactly. Right.
Mhm.
It's temporary fame, yes. Or infamy, as it were, in this case.
Yeah. The second one says he's not monetized.
Actually, if you're not monetized, there's a lot of issues you don't deal with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, including the licensing part. A lot of people are like, you don't need that. Yeah, okay. Be clear about why you don't need a license or what visa you should be on if you're doing this, and that. That is up to each individual expat, not other channels, to actually, lead you along and say, hey, you know what? I don't need it. Because a lot of you guys listen to those other channels. Don't listen to us, listen to the other ones and this, and that. But I wouldn't base anything off our channel, the next channel, and the next 100 channels. You come here and do that. Don't worry about it until your channel is monetized. Once you're doing that, and there's even $50 coming in a month, you're doing Buy Me a Coffee, you're doing PayPal, you may never get monetized. But if you're collecting all those if you're making any payment from the videos you release in the Philippines and you're walking through the Philippines doing that, then you're responsible to do a bunch of stuff.
Correct.
Go talk to the right people. Stop listening to these dumbass channels that say, well, why do you, or what can you do on your new visa, or what can you do on your 13A, or what can you do on this, and that? And yeah, go ahead and do it and pay your taxes back in America. Yeah, escape everything, including the ones that say, why should I register with the US Embassy? Why should I register with the French Embassy? Guys, do what you're going to do. I'm going to leave my Social Security and pensions back in America, this, and that. And then you're the first bitch out that's like that homeless guy that can't get to his bank account and been out on the street for a year here begging for money. So do you, and do your own homework and your own legwork. Do your own due diligence. That is for sure. One Republic. Thank you very much. Okay, we're just saying going to wrap it up. We're down to the bottom. Yeah, there's a lot of blocked messages from YouTube and stuff, but we do appreciate you guys being in here. Thought we would give you an update of Told You So. He is still here and everything's still pending. So,
Yes.
and there could be more up and coming charges. So, good luck on the next couple live streams and videos that you watch. And, but just where it is.
Yeah, and thank you for being with us, guys, and thank you for this late show for the ones in the Philippines and early show for the ones in the U.S.
Yep. And so we will, unless something else comes up, see you guys in a few days. Stay real, stay hydrated, stay good, my friends.
Dos X.
Dos Equis.